one smart cookie now, but there was a time I didn't think I was. Some days I felt surrounded by danger with no help in sight. Then one day, this changed my life. Homework. Now my friends and I all feel great about ourselves because we're all smart cookies. Good evening, and welcome to Read Aloud Fun Winter Holiday Edition, Day 3. So today, instead of reading about Santa Claus, elves, and reindeer, we're going to read about something related to what we like to eat during the Christmas holidays. That's right, cookies. Our story today is called The Smart Cookie. Now, you're going to see in just a few moments some activities that are going to go across the bottom of the screen. These are things that you can do once the story is over as a family. Just fun little activities to keep the fun going with the story. Okay? There's also a really great lesson to learn behind the story. I hope that you will enjoy the story, that it'll be one that you come back to on a regular basis to read, and maybe it will become one of your holiday favorites. So let's begin with The Smart Cookie, written by Jory John and illustrated by Pete Oswald. Greetings, I'm a cookie. I live in a bakery on a street corner near a river.
Welcome to
Come on in.
Home Sweet Home.
Cute little place. Looks like a nice place to live for a cookie. Welcome to our little community. It's a warm and supported place to spend some time. Pretty fantastic, huh? It's a cool place, isn't it? You can tell it's a place that lots of folks go to have fun. After all, it's full of sweet treats. These days, life is sweet, but my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't have imagined fitting in here. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable speaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers, a cookie who felt confident in a group, a cookie who said, aha, when solving a puzzle like this. Aha. So he wanted to be able to do it all. But sometimes we don't have all the answers, and it's quite all right if we don't. Looking back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went to school in a gingerbread house. Our teacher, Mrs. Spaghetti, was kind and patient. When I arrived each morning, she waved at me and smiled.
Good morning, Cookie.
Oh, and she says, good morning, Cookie. But I didn't get the best grades, and I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answers as fast as others. And I was the last to finish most tests. Doesn't really matter if you're the last, as long as you do a great job. Just because you finished last doesn't mean that you won't get a good score, and just because others finish first doesn't mean they have made a good score. You should always remember that. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Sometimes I'd get distracted and mess up, even though I knew the material. Those were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough. That was rough.
Oh,
Another time I added when I meant to subtract.
sprinkles.
Oh, simple mistake. Occasionally we'd have a lesson where I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. I imagined that my desk was a wrap and that I was completely lost at sea because that's what I felt like. Look at him out there, surrounded by sharks. Oh, baby. Beating himself up, and he really shouldn't have. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. Goodness. Move, you move, you move. No, you move. All those cookies in one place. I'd stay awake and stare out the window and worry.
Sprinkles.
And it went this way day after day after day. But then something happened that changed everything. I wonder what that was. Let's find out. What could have changed everything for him? Oh, kiddos, you're not going to believe this. It all started with a homework assignment. Mrs. Spaghetti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight, I would like you to create something completely original, she announced. It could be anything you want. Please bring it to class tomorrow.
Remember, class, completely original.
That was it. There was no further instructions. Mrs. Spaghetti winked at me as I gathered my belongings. She gave me a wink, wink. I felt like I had a million butterflies in my stomach. Create anything? Something original? Do tomorrow? No, that made them nervous. Hmm. But she did say original, and she did say anything. So that leaves the door open for lots of opportunities. Let's see what he comes up with. Oh, okay. When I got home, I immediately went to work. At first, I tried a cooking project. The results were half baked. Yes, cooking is not his forte. Next, I tried to hammer and nail something. It splintered immediately. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete bust. I wondered if I was about to fail yet another assignment. I was stuck.
Oh, crumbs.
Well, let's see. I stared out the window and watched the rain hit the river. There was something mesmerizing about the water, how it moved in such a chaotic way, swirling around and around, yet ultimately figuring out exactly where it needed to go. Suddenly, I had an idea. I decided to write something original. A poem.
I can do
It gets a little boost of confidence. I wonder what made him decide to write a poem. I guess he was just feeling it in his little cookie heart. I came up with the title based on how I'd been feeling, My Crumbly Days. After that, the rest of it seemed to fall into place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time. An hour went by in a flash. Well, he's getting that writing in, isn't he? Aha, I said when I was finished. I couldn't sleep that night, but it wasn't because I was worried. It was because I was excited. I felt like I had really accomplished something. I felt
I
smart.
did it. I'll have bags under my icing if you don't let me sleep. Move over, please. It's crummy in here.
All right. The following day, Mrs. Bugatti asked for volunteers to share what we created. One kid showed off his original frosting art.
Can a donut be whole without a donut hole?
Another kid revealed her sprinkle distribution machine.
The cupcake calibrations are coming together.
Perfect sprinkles every time. It was neat seeing how everyone was good at such different things. We all unique. We all don't have to do the same things. That's why she said original. Because she knows everyone isn't just alike. Finally, Mrs. Bugatti turned to me. Would you like to share anything? She asked. Look, I go. I thought I'd probably crumble under the pressure. Oh, you got nervous. But I made my way to the front of the classroom. I noticed my hands were shaking. My mouth went dry. Um, um, pretty nervous.
Move. No, you move. Sprinkles are in my way. I can out of the oven with this.
This poem is called My Crumpy Days, I said, my voice cracking. And then I read it aloud.
Once upon a
As I
midnight
spoke, I
crumbly.
noticed some kids nodding at certain lines. Other kids laughed at parts that were supposed to be funny. As I built toward the finale, I felt myself becoming more confident and animated.
That has made all the difference.
And in the end, everybody clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never, ever forget it. Mrs. Pagani was beaming. No one but you could have written that poem, she said. It was completely original.
A cookie original.
She was so pleased with him and so excited for him as well. Look at that big grin. I had done it. I created something and shared it with the world. Well, my world at least. The rest of the day was a blur. By recesses, I was already planning my next poem. I would call it My Sweet Morning. Ha ha, I thought when I came up with the title. Later that afternoon, Mrs. Bugatti handed me a note. It said that I should keep on writing, no matter what. That meant so much to me. Oh, she's got to keep him interested and believing in himself. So, what a way to do it. Handing him a note that he could refer back to when he gets nervous. School was a bit different after that. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my word. Sure, some things still don't come as easy for me as they do for others. Well, of course not. But now I know that you can be smart in many different ways. You don't have to have the answers to every question or suddenly be great at everything all at once. You just need a chance to try all kinds of things to find out who you are and what you like to do. So many talents. He's made a lot of discoveries, hasn't he? And built a lot of confidence. As for me, I learned that I can write, and I can think up great ideas. And I've found plenty of other things I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at sea. It's more like floating down a river. And the best part is there's always more to learn
Peter Pooh was
because we are
absolutely
all
amazing for stupendous. It
smart
was splendid.
cookies. And that was the story, The Smart Cookie. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned the lesson that this story was trying to teach you. We are all different, we're all unique. We all have our own skills and we develop them in our own time. You don't have to be like anybody else to be great. Go get those activities done together. Hopefully, this becomes one of your favorite Christmas read alouds and you'll read it over and over again. Until next time, have a great evening, have a wonderful holiday, and be on the lookout for the next read aloud. Ta ta for now.